If you've ever thought about getting into the precision rimfire world and looked at a rifle like my Voodoo right here and thought I could never afford a rifle like that, then this is the series for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Robbie, the Precision Rifle Sniper, and today we're kicking off a brand new project that I've been wanting to do for a while. You're not going to want to miss this, so stick around. If you've watched this channel for any length of time, you've probably seen rifles like my Voodoo, my 6mm GT, custom actions, premium optics, and all the other gear that goes along with competitive rifle shooting. But every time I post one of these rifles, I get the same question. How much does it cost? What rifle should I buy? Can I get started without spending thousands of dollars? And honestly, I get it. When you're brand new to this sport, it can feel like everyone is using equipment that costs more than a used car. So that got me thinking, what if we started over? What if we put all the custom rifles back in the safe and built a rifle that a normal person could actually afford? And what if we document every step of the way? All the mistakes, the success, the upgrades, all the matches, and everything in between. So that's exactly what this series is going to be about. Welcome to my series called Starting Over. Now before we get into it, I want to explain where I'm coming from. I've been shooting precision rifles for years. I've shot sniper matches including the Mammoth Sniper Challenge. I've spent countless hours behind precision rifles trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. But in reality, most shooters don't start where I am today. Most people are still just trying to figure it out. Asking questions like, can I afford that? Will I enjoy this? Do I really need all this expensive gear? And the answer is no. You don't need all the custom rifles to learn the basic fundamentals. You don't need a $2,000 optic just to hit a target. And you definitely don't need to spend a fortune before you shoot your first match. And that's what we're going to prove with this series. This isn't going to be a rifle review. This isn't one of those sponsored builds. This isn't me trying to create the most competitive production base class rifle in the country. This is me just trying to answer a simple question. What is a realistic path if somebody is wanting to get into precision rifle shooting? In this series, we're going to buy a rifle, we're going to get an optic, we're going to mount the optic, we're going to go out and zero it, we're going to gather and develop data, we're going to learn all of its strengths and all of its weaknesses. We're going to put this thing to the test in local matches. We're definitely going to compare it to all the high-end gear and see how far we can actually take it. Now we're going to talk about the rifle. For this project, I chose the Savage B22 Precision. If my goal was to build the most competitive production class rifle, I would definitely be looking into the CZ457 MTR. But that's not really what this project is about. One thing that immediately stood out about this rifle was the MDT chassis. You guys know I'm a huge fan of MDT. All of my competitive rifles are already in an MDT chassis. The ergonomics of these chassis just work for me. I'm familiar with the adjustability, and most importantly, I already know how to run the MDT chassis. This Savage B22 Precision gives us the MDT chassis without stepping out of production or base class. We're also familiar with the chassis. It gives us the length of pull, the cheek riser. For now, we're just going to keep it in the original configuration. This rifle gives us a 10-round rotary magazine. We have yet to test it out. You'll see this rifle in action on the range. So the Savage gives us a 1.5 pound trigger pull. This is also going to be a dedicated suppressor host. I plan on running a suppressor on this the entire life of the rifle. We're trying to build an all-around, affordable, everyday rifle that we can take hunting, plinking, and also competitive shooting. I'm pretty excited to get this out on the range and do some testing. Now here's the big question about this rifle. Can this rifle actually compete? And honestly, I don't know. And that's why we're doing this series. I'm not expecting it to run with my Voodoo Rimfire, but honestly that would be pretty nice. I don't plan on replacing any of my custom rimfire rifles. I do think this rifle will be able to teach you the fundamentals and get you started in the precision rimfire world. This rifle will definitely get you started in the sport without spending a fortune. So what's next? We're going to choose an optic. We're going to walk through mounting the optic. We're going to walk through zeroing the optic. Then we're going to have to go out and do some ammo testing. Then eventually we're going to take this thing out to a precision rimfire match. There's not going to be any shortcuts, any fancy magic, just the process from start to finish. So if you've ever thought about getting into precision rimfire, this series is for you. I'm Robbie, the Precision Rifle Sniper, and I'll see you on the range.